So I am super excited to do tonight's call. And some of you may have seen it because I did an impromptu call about 3 weeks ago with me and Emily Sutherland and Candace on our team. And as I started to happen, and like none of us had showered. I mean, this was like one of those, I mean, it's as raw as it's gonna get. I was like, Emily, can you record this real fast? Because I just felt like it was something that we talk about all the time and how we create consultants. And so I know like Ann and Holly have seen it. Some of you that did that executive run with us, you know, saw it in there. And I just thought we should bring this up to the team call. But if you guys want that other recording, I mean, feel free to reach out. I'm kind of replicating it because I know there was some stuff in there, but I also wanted to give you a little bit of slides and a little bit of content that you can kind of go back and reflect on. So I am going to do a share the screen here. But if you guys have like questions using the chat, I'm going to kind of go through it. And it's not that this is the only way. It's just some tips that we know works. And Jessica and I both hit executive really early on in our build. We have never fallen out. I mean, I think last week in the chat, Jessica said she's going executive for like the 14th time or something. But where that comes from, you guys, is we've been doing this for 8.5 years. You know, we solely believe in creating a new executive every 90 to 120 days. And then doing it ourselves, meaning there's a whole new class of 10 people that have all found 2 friends that eat. And Jessica's working on executive in her reentry. She's never fallen out in her original business. I have never fallen out. You know, at any given time, some of the top leaders on this team, Holly, Erica, Laura, you know, Ann, Jess, me, you know, we have 10, 20, 30, 40 consultants because we absolutely understand that these systems work. And we want to be able to teach you because it's not only going to help you grow and rank advance, but it's going to help your people get paid and it's going to increase your retention. So if you could, somebody just in the chat, will you just let me know if you can see those slides, if you're looking at that and not, Kari, I can see you or Jess. Will you give me a thumbs up if you see your slides? Okay, perfect. Awesome. I was like looking at other people. So anyway, so I just wanted, so first of all, before I even get into this, there was something else that was just like kind of near and dear on my heart that I thought we should talk just a teeny tiny bit about this. And you guys, this is just a little graphic that I found on like habits of the most successful entrepreneurs, but really this like entrepreneur versus employee mindset. And Laura and I are doing, anyone's welcome to join, let us know and I'll send you the information, like a 2-hour virtual training on Thursday night. We've got a lot of new people that can't go to UIA or, you know, been joined after NYKO, and we're going to do this kind of 2-hour just little Zoom training. And one of the things that we're talking so much about is just consistency and like how important it is to have these habits as an entrepreneur. And I just wanted to tee this up before we get into the consultant creation. But if you look at some of the people in this business that do things really well, they probably have a lot of these skills or habits, like they have a routine. So if you ask Erica Rothenberger if she has a routine, you guys, she's one of the most systemized people I know, from her color coordinating calendar to her time blocking of social media, to her reach outs, to her mom time. You know, if you ask me if I have a routine, like forget trying to get a hold of me before I've done my gratitude or I've worked out. After that, it's game on, right? But like, I want to get up and I want to work my body before anything else. You know, a lot of us have a plan of what we're going to do tomorrow. We already know who we're reaching out to. We know who we're following up with. You know, if you sit down tomorrow to work your business, like, what am I going to do? You can spend the 5 minutes tonight to have that list in hand, like have it ready and who are the people you're going to be following up with. You know, schedule those times for the income producing activities. People will block off, I'm going to do Isagenix today. And then they sit there and they don't know what to do. And they end up listening to a podcast or scrolling through social media. You know, block it out. When am I going to post on social media? Who am I going to reach out to? Who am I going to follow up to? But more than anything, the reason that I wanted to just bring this to the fruition is that you guys, if you were employees, right? If you worked for somebody else, you'd probably have quotas. I mean, for all intents and purposes, we're in a sales organization, you know, and you would have a quota. And if you didn't meet them, you'd be on a performance review and then you would lose your job. And with network marketing, you get to do this, right? And Jenny used to tell Jess and I, you know, this is like an army of volunteers and that we can't push people. You know, it's like you find the ones that really want it. We support the ones who are going at their pace. And we love all of our product users and we're looking for those runners. But for you as a business builder, someone who's blocking out time on their Monday night to be on a call and invest in the best version of themselves and invest in building a financial wall around their family, you have to just remind yourself that you're your own boss, right? I mean, how many times do you think that you've had someone message you in your downline or you've messaged your upline and there's an apology? It's like, oh, I'm so sorry I didn't do that. And I'm like telling people, why are you apologizing to me? Like, with or without you, like, I'm going, you know, you don't have to apologize to me. Like, I'm not your boss. I'm not going to fire you. I'm not going to not work with you. You know, but people have that kind of guilt inside of them. But if you're listening to those rank advancements in Team Win and you're like, wow, there were 4 new executives last week, you know, what is it that they're doing? And lean into the fact that they have burning desire. There's consistency, right? That they are showing up for their business because they want to. You know, Kathy Durnick on our team is one of the hardest working people I've ever met. She's on every work it call. She's on every team call. She works other, you know, corporate jobs, hourly jobs, and then she works her business late at night because she wants to, and she wants this so bad. But she doesn't get on, you know, team calls because she has to. And she doesn't on Sunday night go through and look at all of her consultants that are close to cycles because she's going to get fired, right? She does that because she wants to, and it's inspiring to so many people. But if you're really looking at this, I just want to challenge you to stop showing up because you're going to get in trouble, or stop, you know, not doing things because no one's watching you. And just remember why you wanted to do this in the first place, and that you get to do this, and put some habits in place. So I'm going to dive right into this with the tips to creating consultants. And I was trying to actually listen to this other call as I was creating the content so I could give you guys some slides. I know people are really visual, but I wanted to just preface this that if I were to go out to eat, I'm going to come back to this, don't worry, right? If I went to go visit Laura in St. Louis and she was like, oh my gosh, let's go to Olive and Finch. It's like this amazing meal. You're going to love the Harvest Bowl. You know, they've got this green juice you're going to love, you know. And we went out to lunch, and all of a sudden, you know, I found out that she worked there and she's trying to like hire me. Like, I would be like, what? Like, I just wanted to come and have a good lunch. And sometimes that's what happens with our product users, right? You leave with the products, you're all excited, and then you're frustrated that your product users are not getting on team calls, or they're not getting on power hours, or they haven't done all of these things. It's because they really don't want to be, or they don't know about it. They really just wanted to use the collagen, or they just really wanted to use the hair revival. And when you use a top-down approach, you know, and you lead with the business, which I know Jessica and Brandy and myself and Nikki, and there's so many amazing people leading with the business, and you're saying, hey, I have a hold of an opportunity. You know, that's a ground floor opportunity with a company that's not, where with a one revolutionary product and 3-step simple system, you can have uncapped income, and you fall back in the products. There's a different expectation for what you want them to do, or they have a different expectation of what they're going to do because you're leading with the opportunity, right? But if someone responds to your post and says, oh my gosh, what has Laura done with her hair? It's never looked better. I feel like it's growing faster than a weed. I want what she has. And then you're trying to get this person to go executive. Sometimes there's a disconnect, right? And then you're frustrated with people that don't even know what they know yet or what they don't know. But I want to show you some tips on how you can create consultants, how you can get people to share, how you can get people to do some referrals without having these expectations that they're necessarily your business builders, or at least before their time is there. And so I just want to give you a little bit of a disclaimer with that. Hey, did that come back up? Okay, perfect. So I wanted to get away from that. So I'm going to go through just a few things here on, like, you know, the fact that you can show people how to order smarter, inviting them how to eat for free, you know, but that we don't want to be convincing our product users, but really leaning on them for referrals and empowering them to do what they do all day long in every situation. I mean, we are all walking billboards of things that we love. We all refer people to people we love. You guys, on a day-to-day basis, and put a 2 in the chat if you can relate to this, you see someone write, hey, I'm looking for a massage therapist that does deep tissue. I mean, this just happened, and I tagged Sheila. I mean, you guys, I tag Denise Wiggins almost daily when someone's asking for a travel advisor. They're like, hey, I need a good travel agent. And I do it, and I don't think anything about it. And I don't get free trips from Denise. I don't get discounts. That's not why I do it, right? But we refer lip gloss. We refer clothing. I just got complimented on a shirt that I have from a boutique, and I sent the girl the link. But people get weird sometimes when there's money around it. And so we just want to be able to empower our customers to be walking billboards and be excited about the things they love to the people they love. So in no particular order, you guys, people ask me, how do I create so many consultants? How have I never fallen out of executive? And when I have a customer, right, one of the things I invite them to do and I encourage them to do is post something on social media. Holly, thank you for having this gorgeous picture. It was great for me to put into my PowerPoint. But I ask people, I'm like, would you be willing to put a post up on social media? You know, I said, this is a really fun way for people to kind of see what you're doing, If they're not interested, they're going to scroll right past it. And if they are, they're going to reach out to you. And sometimes people will say to me, like, oh, I don't know, like, I don't want to sell anything. Like, I feel really weird. I kind of don't want to push anything, you know, or I surely don't want to put my before pictures up there without makeup. And I'm like, no problem. Just grab your little bottle, take a cute little selfie with it, you know, make it fun. And I will give you the verbiage. You know, people will say things like, I don't know what to post, or what if I don't, you know what to put up, or the right pictures. And I say, I'm going to take the legwork out of it for you. If I give you the picture, if I tell you exactly what to post, you know, if I give you the verbiage, would you be willing to put it up? You know, your referrals mean everything to me. And so one of the posts that we have seen that works so well is to take the selfie, and right below here, I typed out what I send to people. So if Anne was a brand new customer and I was like, girlfriend, will you please put a post up in the morning with your bottle? You know, I just want people to see what you're up to and why you look amazing, or why you have drinking the, you know, fountain of youth. And I type this out for them. I love how simple this routine is. Just one delicious shot, or one in the morning and one in the PM, you know, for accelerated results, which you know I'm all about. If you want to be a part of it, you know, and get discounted pricing, let me know. Okay. Then obviously you have to walk through with your people what happens when people compliment on it, or when people reach out and say, oh yes, I absolutely want to know what you're doing. But the thing is what I feel happens is people say, oh, will you put a post up on social media? And people will go, oh yeah. And then it doesn't happen, right? And they're like, oh, she said she was going to post. Why didn't she do it? And it's honestly not because people don't want to. Sometimes it's because they're busy, right? And they forget. I mean, think about how much time we put into posting sometimes, but it's often that they just don't know what to do. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to put up there. If you guys are not still using the 14-day collagen launch link, send that out to people. I mean, there was a whole 14-day guide on how to get people excited and how to post in different ways. But this is just one. The next thing about how to ask people to text, you can use that verbiage, which is on the next slide, in this as well. I mean, you can put something up, and the key is you are giving it to them, okay? So for your business builders, you don't want to handhold them, right? If you're really developing a business builder and they came in for the business, you want to teach them how to create content. You want to teach them how to put posts up. But if these are your product users that are doing you a favor, that you want to help them grab a couple $100 back, if you want to get a couple referrals, you want to create a consultant, so you go to Mexico, you're doing some of the legwork for them. And I will say, it would mean the world to me if you'd be willing to put a social media post up. If I sent you the picture and exactly what to write, would you be willing to do it and tag me in it? Do you know how many people will do it if you walk them through exactly what to do? And tell people, and I give them an analogy. I say, if I were to post oh my gosh, Kimmy Chesney's coming to Denver. We're going to get tickets. Who wants to go? My friends who are not interested in country are going to skim right past it, right? But the ones that are going to be like, oh my gosh, where? How much are tickets? We're so in. I want to go with you. And I said, this will be the same thing. People that have no interest in collagen or don't want to look as glamorous and Holly, they're going to skim right past it. But the ones that are like, wow, how does she look so good? What's in that cute little bottle? Ooh, I'm super curious, are going to reach out, and it's a non-invasive way. So step one, you guys, is get your product users to put a post up. The second is along those same lines, but for people who don't want to go onto social media, or for people who are nervous to post on social media, is I say, come on, you have got to know two people that eat food and have skin. Like everybody I know is looking for a product like this, you know, and telling them, here's a text that is working really well. Your referrals mean the world to me. Would you be willing to send out a short little text to your mom, to your sister, to your aunt, to your neighbor, to just a couple people about what we're up to? I'm so excited about this. It makes me feel so good when we can help people look and feel their best. You know, people that I don't know, like if I gave you the verbiage, if I sent you the text, would you pass it on to a couple friends? You know, I like to get permission from it. But again, people don't know what to say. But when you make it so simple and they can just copy and paste it directly to somebody else, or even include you into the message, it's gold. And so this text says, hey guys, I wanted to share this with you. I started using a revolutionary type 1 liquid marine collagen that I absolutely love. It's awesome for skin, fine lines, wrinkles, smoother, even complexion, hair, nails, and health. I'm loving my results so far and blown away with the quality of the product. check out some of these amazing before and afters. You'll give them some pictures they can send. If you'd like to try some, let me know. There's a 30-day money back guarantee. My friend Jessica can help you get set up with the same discounted pricing I got. And also know there's free shipping. Please let me know if you would like more info. Okay, this doesn't have to be verbatim, you guys, but I mean, literally today, because I have like 12 new enrollments from the last couple of weeks and some people that I really want to, share with 2 people. And this is exactly what I did. I said, hey, who do you know that wants to feel better? Who do you know that wants to look better, that wants to age in reverse? Like, do you know a couple friends that you think would be interested in this product? They're like, oh my gosh, absolutely. And I say, I know it's nervous to bring it up at first. We have a message that's working really, really well. If I sent this to you, would you be willing to send it out to a couple people? And when they're interested, you can introduce it to me. Like, I already have people that are doing this and have introduced me because I made it so simple for them. You guys can tweak this. I apologize for the typos. I was doing this really quickly on the fly today, but you get the gist, okay? And the idea is for you to be walking your product users through a system, through the next steps that they feel comfortable on how to share, okay? So it can be as simple as like, oh my gosh, I've been drinking this collagen for the last couple of weeks. I am in awe of how hydrated my lips are, how long my hair is, like these lashes are healthier than when I wore fake lashes, like whatever it is that gets them excited and say, I thought about you. If you have any interest in trying it, let me know. I can get you set up with discounted pricing and free shipping. Let people know that there's a deal. Let people know that there's getting a value by doing something for you and make it personalized. So I give this to people and they'll say, oh, can I tell them how my scar has like totally gone away? Yes, please do that. And if you have a picture, send it to them. Like, people are going to buy things from people they know, like, and trust. So make it personal. The third is I literally just ask people, hey, I think everything works better when it's free. Are you open to me showing you how to get your products totally paid for? I will text them and I'll say, hey, I know you just wanted to try the collagen, but no one on our team pays for their products. Do you have 5 minutes to get on a call with me that I can show you how to get next month's order for free? Hey, I just want you to know that I love that you are a loyal customer, but one of the things I'm obsessed about is showing you how to get a couple $100 back, plus a $25 coupon for your next order, plus $65 in free product that the company is going to give you just by helping 2 people try this revolutionary product. Do you have 5 minutes to hop on a call with me? Jessica walked through us a couple calls ago, like everything that she does through voice memo. And you can do this with not even getting on a call, or I will draw it out for people sometimes. I might text Erica and say, girlfriend, I know you're loving the collagen. I know how busy you are with 2 kids and your full-time job, but I have to show you something. And I will literally video record me drawing on a notebook piece of paper. Erica, check it out. If you get Anne to try the collagen and Holly to try the collagen, you'll get $25 for Anne, $25 for Holly. 2 in the same week, they double. $100 plus $100 for finding 2, just like that, plus the $65 in product, plus the $25 coupon. I was like, I just wanted you to know what's available. You're so influential. I know you love sharing things you love with other people. In case you didn't know, this is the company's gift to you. Erica can watch that in 45 seconds and be like, what? Like, 2 people, $200? Like, people don't know. And again, these people are not necessarily going to be your next executive. Sometimes it will be, sometimes it piques their interest and they go, oh my gosh, I made money for sharing what I love. And they become these accidental business builders. I mean, that's Laura Lori's story, you guys. She loved her nutrition, shared it with a few people, made $700 in her first week accidentally. And look at her today. She's a 3-star Crystal executive, 4-star Golden Circle. It will happen. But not everybody wants to do that. But it's literally just asking people. I have a really busy, successful realtor that I just got set up. And I asked her this a couple of weeks ago. She's one of my brand new consultants. And I'm like, Laura, I know how busy you are. Not Laura Lori, different Laura. But I was like, I know how busy you are. And I said, I love that you are in a business that's completely based on word of mouth referrals. So am I. And I said, if I could show you how to get your products for free, do you have 5 minutes? She's like, I don't want to sell anything. I told you I just want to use the collagen. I'm not your girl. And I said, okay, I totally get it. And I said, however, you don't have to sell something just to be able to tell your story to a couple friends. And I just said, if you have a minute, watch this. And I drew it out and she wrote back to me. She goes, oh my gosh, that's so easy. My mom and sister would totally do this. Guess who ended up buying the collagen? Her mom and her sister, right? Because you map it out and you show them what's there. when I get people on the phone and I can see them lighting up and I can see them all of a sudden excited, I love to go into ACMDE. You guys have seen a lot of my calls that I've done this where I can vision cast right away. You know, I don't want to be trickery. I don't want to tell people when you have 5 minutes and then I've got them on the phone for an hour. But I did this with Leah. You guys, Leah Miller on our team. We met on Instagram. She was super excited. And I told her, I want to show you how to get your products for free. And I said, you have just a couple more minutes. I'd actually really love to show you the upfront part of our compensation plan. And when we walked through, you know, the rank advancement bonuses and some of the leadership pool money, and I mean, her eyes were so big and so lit up, just like mine, because people see possibility. They see what's available. And I love to do that. And this is sometimes that stepping stone, that tipping point from a product user to really going, oh my gosh, this is legit. You know, this is not me like calling all my friends and getting rejected 900 times to make $25. You know, people start to see 5, 10, 15, 20, $50,000 in 6 months, in 12 months, and they go, okay, you have my attention. I actually want to pay attention to this. But you have to cast the vision, you have to open the door, and you have to confidently walk them through. And when I do this, I will tell you, I'm very specific and very intentional with people's names. So I was on a call earlier today and I asked that, I said, who are 2 people that you'd want to do this with? And she was like, okay, yeah. And I was like, well, I don't know who okay and yeah are. So she goes, oh, you really want me to give you 2 people? And I said, yes. And she paused. And then I watched her plant that seed when she told me, oh, Rebecca would do this and my husband would do this. Okay. So I think it's very important. And if you guys get on my Power Hour Work It calls, a lot of times we talk about reaching out to new people, following up with people. And then I will say, I want you to talk to current customers about the Eat for Free program. That is something that I believe should be in your income producing activities, to just go back to current customers and say, hey, how are you loving your collagen? Is there anybody in your circle that you think would love the same results you're getting? Do you have 5 minutes to hop on the phone with me that I can show you how to make $200 to $650, right? Like, just ask them. If they don't need it, they don't need it. But a lot of people would be like, wait, what? Yeah, I have 5 minutes. So along with that, you guys, and if you're in Dreamers in Action, this picture goes to our Facebook group. If you are in Team Win, this Facebook link goes to our Facebook group, not Dreamers or not Team Win. We have similar pages, but they're different links, just as a disclaimer there. But I always, always, always teach the system, right? People that don't know what to do will do nothing. People that know exactly what to do will move. So for example, I've enrolled Jessica, right? She's super excited. She's like, hey, I saw you put a post up that told me it was like Spanx for my whole body. I'm in. If it works for me, I'll tell everybody, you know? And I say, awesome. I want to make sure that you know exactly what to do, because you're super busy and I'm super busy, you know? And I was like, and if you're excited and you're loving it and you're sharing it, we have a 3-step simple system that like a half intelligent monkey can do to build this business right now. And I said, when you have people that are excited, add them to our Facebook page. Here's the link. And I said, just send them the link and say, I want you to join this group. You're going to be in awe at the testimonials and transformations. All of the information you need about this product and what sets us apart is in the Facebook group. And I say, when people start to ask questions about the type of collagen or what's in it, I said, here's a 2-minute video that explains why we're different. Here's a 2-minute video that sets us apart. Here's a 2-minute video that tells everybody why we're a market disruptor, why we are the #1 collagen on the market. And I said, and I'm going to help you create your own recommended carts right now. I'm going to help you set up your own discounted affiliate link so that when someone says, oh my gosh, your skin has never looked better, what are you doing? You say, oh my gosh, I can send you a link to the collagen I've been using. I literally prepare them for it even before it's happened. So often people say, Lauren, well, they haven't become an associate yet. It doesn't matter. You can create a recommended cart link as a customer. Then once they actually enroll someone, you can upgrade them to associate, move placement, et cetera, et cetera. But the idea is to make it simple. You guys, what we know is that network marketing is not about being an expert. It's about doing what everybody else can do. So if I got on with every single person and I told them that our collagen is loaded with goji berry and aloe vera and it's sealed in 0.25 seconds so it doesn't oxidize and it comes from Scandinavian waters and cod and pollock, I mean, what? No one even wants to know. No one really cares. And everyone goes, oh my God, I can't even just repeat what she did. I'm never talking about this to anybody. But if I go, girl, this collagen tastes amazing and it's like Spanx for your whole body. Plus, if anybody asks about the details, here's a little video. They go, oh, thanks for your whole body and it tastes amazing and I just have to send this video out. It's empowering people that they can do this. Okay. So again, you guys, this is not in any necessarily specific order, but it's taking your product users, it's getting your product users to share. It's getting your product users excited to just be able to talk about our products the same way they would a restaurant, the same way they would a HotWorks class, the same way they would do anything. And so we're walking them through how to post on social media, excuse me, how to text somebody, right? How to do PBC. I mean, it's all just a part of the process. So here's something that I absolutely love, and I think a lot of people are missing the boat on. Laura and I talked about it this morning. She told me like 4 stories, and I just like kind of cut her off and I said, okay, I know, because I'm in the same boat. So how do we change it? Like, what's the outcome that we're trying to achieve, and how do we get people to do it? And I remember I had resistance back when I started at the time when we did a lot of 3-way calls. And Janie would say, just put your people on the phone with me, because she knew she could close them and she knew she was amazing. And I thought, I'm a clinical nutritionist. Like, I have like HIPAA paperwork. Like, what do you mean I'm supposed to put my patients on the phone with you? You know? And I remember having this like resistance to it. And we see it now with some estheticians and people that work in medical aesthetics or whatever it may be. And I want to walk you through what it looks like, that you're not in HIPAA violation, you're not sharing people's personal information, but you're setting them up for the best success. I mean, Emily Sutherland, the same way. She's like, these people are paying me, they're not paying you. You don't need to know my clients. And I was like, okay, well, you don't know what you're doing yet. So at some point, when you actually want to lean on me for help, I'm here to help you, okay? But there's so many reasons why the group messages or ATM works. First of all, the prospect, the guest, whoever, they get like 2 for the price of 1 in terms of value, knowledge, community, support. The brand new person doesn't feel like they have to know everything, because someone else can help and support and move the conversation along. But together, the third party validation, the putting like people in the same canoe, rowing at the same time, makes people feel good. But the way that you do this is so important. So if I am talking to Kathy, right? And I'm like, Kathy, I think you're really going to love our Glow and Grow collection. Your hair is going to be longer and fuller than ever before. This collagen is going to, really help your knees. You're going to love it. And she's like, I don't know, it's kind of expensive. And I've been using this powdered protein and it's not really doing anything for me. So I don't really know. And if I say, well, if you want, I can put you on the phone with my friend Laura, and she's been doing this for a long time, and she can kind of tell you why we're the best. Kathy's like, no, thank you. Like, I'm not even really interested in that. And I surely don't want to even talk to your friend Laura. So I don't ask permission. I will just say, hey, no worries. I'm going to send you some information. If it's not for you, cool. And if you decide it is, I'm here for you. And I'm going to get off the phone, or I'm going to get off that message, and I'm going to immediately do a group message with excitement and enthusiasm. You guys, I'm not asking permission. I didn't even tell her it's going to happen. And I would say, Laura, I want you to meet Miss Kathy. And I said, she is so fun. She is so fabulous. She works her tail off. She's a little bit skeptical about our products. I know we were as well too. She's a little bit nervous about the investment, but I know what they're going to do for her, and I know how much she's going to love them. And Kathy, I had to take a moment to introduce you to my friend Laura. You are so sweet and so kind, and I wanted to make sure that I took great care of you. And in case I'm ever not available or I'm busy or on another call, I want you to have another line of support. But mostly I wanted you to hear it from someone else besides me. Laura thought the products were expensive in the beginning. Laura was a little bit skeptical, but she has the most insane before and after pictures. Laura, if you have 2 minutes, could you just tell Kathy a little bit about your story, a little bit why you love it, a little bit how you've never had to pay for it, and just welcome her, because I'm so excited for her to join our team. And in that message, I'm edifying both. I've repeated why I did it, and I vision casted. And I forward spoke into what's happening next, right? I'm just so excited for her to join our team. I'm so excited for her to get her results. You guys, we're doing group messages and ATMs all the time with our prospects, with casting the vision. If someone is having a not great experience, so people will text me and they'll say, Lauren, have you ever heard of someone like breaking out when they get the collagen? I'm like, yeah, believe it or not, it actually happened to me. Sometimes things get worse before they get better. And then instead of going back and forth, immediately go into the group message, right? And you're like, hey, Emily, I wanted to introduce you to Lauren. I know that you're struggling a little bit with your breakouts, and Lauren had the same thing happen to her. I want you to learn from her what she did and how she overcame it, why she's loving this product. No matter what it is, it's huge. And so when you're talking to your customers, about how to get their products for free, how to become a consultant. And they're like, I don't know, I don't want to sell anything. I'm really nervous to post on social media. That's a perfect time to do a group message. Go into it and say, I cannot wait for Sheila to get her products paid for, but she's nervous to post. Will you walk her through it, Teresa, how you did your first post, what it was like, how you got your products for free, and it helps normalize it. You guys, ATM stands for add tag message. That's like adding them to the page, tagging them in something that's related to them. But the key here is the message. The three-way messages, the group messages, whether you have an unhappy customer, you're trying to get someone to share, you have a customer and you're trying to bring them on board, whatever that may be, let people see our community, let them lean into the third-party validation. Just a couple little things here. One of the things that you hear us say all the time is order smarter, right? Not harder. So if you have like a husband and wife that are both doing it, I mean, that's like one away, you know, and being able to kind of map some things out. So I recently had a girl that wanted to do the 60 bottles of collagen, and then she wanted hair revival for her and her husband. So I immediately divided that up. And I said, okay, hop on the phone with me because I want to show you how to kind of do like a buy one, get one free situation. So she got signed up with the Afterglow bundle, right? The 60 pack of collagen. Then she enrolled her husband with 4 bottles of hair revival, 2 for her and 2 for him. And then I showed her that if she had one other friend with, you know, the collagen bundle or the glow and grow bundle with the PIP and the consultant bonus, how basically her husband's products would be free. You guys, I do this sometimes and I say, I don't know if you know that we have shakes or sleep spray, but if you like enroll your kid, you know, blah, 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 have it shipped and billed to you, you will get all this money back for the product you're going to consume anyways. When I go through, if you guys have never done this and you go into your personally enrolled details, you can sort by like the highest BV. If I have accounts that are over 300 BV, that's an invitation to help them divide it up. Right? You will click, people order 600 BV, 700 BV, 800 BV. Sometimes they're ordering for other people and you can walk them through how to actually, you know, get those people their own account. Sometimes it's just a family that's using a lot of product. And I say, I'd love to show you how to divide this up and get a couple $100 back. Again, you guys, this is not necessarily going to be your big business builders. These are not people that I want you to rely on to be huge distributors, but they create consultants. They help you get to manager, you get to director, you get to executive, they get their products for free, right? It increases their retention. You win the contest and promotions. And it's just about having the conversation. It's about showing people and taking a little bit of time on how they can divide up 800 BV in a smarter way so that they get a direct deposit that they can reinvest into their wholesale account. They can go for a skinny jeans shopping. They can go on a date night, whatever that looks like. And I am a big fan of incentives and giving back. So I know that it's not always compliant. So you guys, if this recording goes out, this is my disclaimer, you know, we don't want to cross recruit and do things like that, but I love to incentivize people, you know, and just say, hey, Kristen, I know you've been on the fence for the collagen. I just want you to know I'm giving an extra $25 back to people that get started with me this week. If you're ready, you know, to hop on board, you're going to get free shipping. You're getting 25% off retail, plus you're getting my commission back. Let me know if you're ready to jump in. You know, in any business as an entrepreneur, you would pay for marketing as a booth. You would pay for an advertisement on a radio. You'd pay for marketing in a magazine. You know, like I believe in giving back into the business. I'd love to run contests. You know, I'll put a bunch of my new customers in a thread and I'll say, hey, I know you guys are all loving the collagen. I am so excited to help you all find your 2 people and grab $200 by Sunday. The first 3 people that do it, I'm matching that $200. Let me know how I can help you. And then I go through some of these steps. Here's a post that's working. Here's a text that's working. You know, some of my customers, I'll throw them in a text and say, hey, I'm doing a contest this week for a $100 Nordstrom gift card. You know, anybody who enrolls 1 person this week goes into a drawing for a gift card. Is everybody going to enroll 1 person? No. Are a lot of people going to bring in 1 or 2 that maybe would not have done anything? Because sometimes people are more excited about the massage gift card, or they're more excited about the Nordstrom gift card because they're not going to do that for themselves than they are the money. Right? So thinking about different ways that drive your team, that incentivize your team, that get them excited and want to share. Excuse me. In some of our Facebook groups, like Jess and I both do things like, hey, if you put a Facebook post up, you're going to be entered to win an Amazon gift card. You know, anybody who does a power post on Sunday night, I'm giving away a sold out seasonal shake of mocha. You know, whatever it is, you can do your product, you can do money, you can do things that they wouldn't necessarily be doing. But the idea is to really reward your customers for doing you a favor. They are taking time away from their busy night, or they're getting out of their comfort zone to refer people to you. And it's a way of saying thank you. And the last thing is honestly have intentions and have goals. I mean, I truly believe that like a ship with no map, you're just going to go in circles and circles and circles. So if you guys have this graphic or something similar and you are keeping track of it, I want you to put an exclamation point in the chat. Okay, one of the things I did on the Power Hour today, I was like, send me your updated graphic. Like, you have to know where you're headed. And writing out those intention statements. Today, I allow myself to attract in women that are so excited to drink this collagen and have 2 friends ready to jump on board with them. Today, I allow myself to attract in estheticians who are looking for additional streams of revenue that believe in collagen, and they want to tell all their clients about the Isagenix Type 1 Marine Collagen. You know, having your roadmap and what you're focused on and being really clear and being able to be bold. And just when you bring people on, ask them, who are 2 people that would want to try this with you? Hey, if I could show you how to get yours for free, would you chat with me? Hey, by the way, your referrals mean everything to me. Would you be willing to put a post up to see if anybody would hop on board with you? Hey, when you start to get great results, would you be willing to text a couple of your friends and introduce them to me? Your referrals mean everything to me. This is my family's full-time business, and I can help more people by you sharing your story. That would mean so much to me, right? And tracking it and knowing exactly what you have to do. If you have your roadmap to Crystal Executive, it's 10 customers that have 2 people, right? You should have that in front of you and tracking that like your life depends it if you haven't gone executive. And if you are, you're doing it all over again. If you're going for Dash to Mexico, this is it, right? And once you've created 4 new consultants, your manager is helping one of those consultants create 2 of theirs. It's all duplication. We bring people on, we show them how to get their products for free, and then we teach those people how to get their products for free. And so, you guys, I want to just reiterate that this is not where you're going to get your big business builders from, right? When you message someone and say, I have a ground floor opportunity, I want to show you how to have uncapped income from working from your phone with a single industry disruptor product and a 3-step simple system, the expectation is different. This was meant to be a roadmap, a different stepping stone on your loyal customers, on your product users, how to get them to share, how to get them empowered to refer other people, and to walk you through the responsibility that you have. Like, if you go into your back office right now and you've enrolled 10 or 20 people and you have not asked every single one of them if they're open to getting their products for free, if you have not asked every single one of them, would they text somebody for you or post on social media for you? Shame on you, not shame on them. And that's because they don't know what to do. They don't know how important this is to you. They don't realize that them being a customer is not enough sometimes, right? I mean, it is, and we're really grateful for them. And that's not what I mean by not enough, but that they could be doing more. They don't know, right? And sometimes just that little bit is the invitation for them to do more. I remember Jim Coover saying once that if every single person in Isagenix earned like $1, what that would do to the retention. And it's something crazy, literally. Like, if someone earned $1, how much the retention would change for 90 days. I remember Travis Garza early on saying that if someone earns $500 in their first 90 days in Isagenix, they're a customer for life. I mean, I've been obsessed with that because it's come like almost true to fruition, like almost like 100%. You know, people that have gone Crystal Manager, it's like they've never left. They've been a consultant, they've been a loyal customer. And so just to be able to say, you know what, this is not necessarily, you know, the next Laura Laurie or the next Holly Kirsch or the next Erica Rothenberger. It could be, but just imagine if then that person that instead of ordering the collagen for 30 days, ordered for 6 months because they got their products for free. Right? And they didn't have to ever worry about the cost of it. But it's literally you as the distributor, you as the leader, you as the business builder, walking them through it and being really bold about what it means for you. You guys, I give referrals all the time to hairdressers, to my CPA, to attorneys, to dog walkers. I mean, no matter what it is. And that's why we do this business so well, because it's in our personality. But don't be bashful or feel ashamed in asking other people to do the same thing for you. You know, I mean, I literally will tell people sometimes, I love to do business with people that would do business for me. What's the best way I can refer you? Who's your ideal client? I introduce someone to you. I want it to be exactly who can serve you. In exchange, can I tell you the type of person I'm looking to work for? In exchange, could I tell you that the type of referrals that would mean the world to me? And then people go, oh my gosh, I would love to introduce somebody to you. But you got to let them know what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. So I hope that's helpful. If you guys are excited to learn about Reels next week, please join us. Sorry for the Swibby Swappy. And if you are just pumped about Puerto Vallarta, go back and listen to this. Send it to your team, reach out to one of us, go through this, and then ask other people. I mean, the Fiji Leader in Action board is already up. Look through there at the people on Dreamers in Action and Team Win that are in the top 100 and just say, hey, what are you doing that you have so many points? You know, ask them, because Jessica might have different tips. Holly might have different tips. Jen and Ann and Laura and everybody might say something a little bit differently. This is what has worked really, really, really well for me. It doesn't mean it's the only way, but I will tell you, I'm very systematic about it, to the point that I have like a little spreadsheet that I put new customers in, and then it's a checkbox. Have I asked them to post on social media? Have I asked them to text their friends? Have I shown them you share, they share, right? Have I talked to them about getting their auto ship for free? I mean, I literally, and if I haven't done those things, that means I'm not doing my job. And when I have done all those things, more often than not, those customers will become consultants. Maybe not for life, but at least for a couple months, because they know exactly what to do. So have a great night, you guys. Thank you so much. Jess, do you have anything? Okay. Bye, guys. See ya. Have a great night. Congratulations, everybody, on an amazing week. Good night.